I'm Master Corporal Joshua Burton from Bay Roberts, Newfoundland. I'm a line technician posted at 2 headquarters in Signal Squadron in Canadian Forces Base Petawawa, Ontario.
Line technicians create physical links for all voice and data networks in the Canadian Armed Forces so that our soldiers, sailors, aviators, and special forces can share crucial information anytime, anywhere, under any circumstances.
So line technicians in the military, they do all the backbone cabling. We do a lot of infrastructure wiring for buildings, and we also do outside plant wiring to run main lines through manholes, pole lines. We install antennas and towers. In a field setting, we wire up command posts for brigade staff and officers. So we install telephone lines, computers, and different combat networks.
Line techs spend most of their time outdoors. It's physical, active, challenging work with very little time behind a desk. They work on both fiber optic and copper cabling, as well as strategic antennas to enable the connectivity of communications and information systems for Canadian Armed Forces operations. That can sometimes mean working underground, in confined spaces and steam tunnels, or above ground on telephone poles or on steel towers up to 600 feet tall.
I'm absolutely terrified of heights, but the adrenaline and the gratitude I get out of doing my job and working at 150 feet in the air trumps my fear of heights. So I guess you could say I've gotten over it in a sense, but that first couple steps I always have a little shake, and then after 10 feet, I'm good to go.
Line techs often travel to work at locations all over the world. On international missions, line techs are among the first Canadians to hit the ground, wiring headquarters and forward operating bases to create robust and seamless communications links.
So the opportunities to deploy with linemen are constant. I know various people that are continuously deployed all over the world. Wherever there's a base, there's always a need for linemen, and wherever there's linemen, somebody wants a phone. I've traveled from coast to coast in Canada. I've worked in every province, and I've even traveled as far as the North Pole. Working up north in Alert and in Nunavut and the various territories, there's definitely a moment where you kind of pinch yourself and think that you're dreaming. It's something I'd never thought I wanted to do, but now that I've done it, I can't wait to go back again. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, and it's an experience that I can't believe that I got paid to do.
Once fully trained, line techs are assigned to a crew of 3 to 6 personnel and work on either antenna or cable projects that typically take up to 6 weeks to complete. The main hub of activity for line techs is 77 Line Regiment, headquartered in Kingston, Ontario, which has detachments located across the country, including on every Canadian Armed Forces base or garrison. Line techs can also be posted to a detachment at one of 3 brigades across Canada, or to the Canadian Forces Joint Signal Regiment in Kingston, where they work on tactical line systems providing links to support peacekeeping as well as battlefield and humanitarian operations.
So for the first couple of years of your career as a line technician, you can expect to be running field wire and wiring command posts in a field setting and working in a combat environment.
Reservists fulfill the same role in 23 different Army Reserve units across the country.
I've always wanted to serve my country. Doing it in a job that I can have fun with and developing all these skills and growing as a better line technician just makes it much more rewarding to be able to serve my country and do the job at the same time.